Here is a reason for you to consider if you are wondering why it's important to create and publish and share more free content with your audience as you run a professional services business. Your kind of business is mostly you and some ideas, tools, frameworks, content that you write. If you look around, what do you have? You don't have machines to produce, to manufacture products, but you probably have just machines to create knowledge, organize it, package it. All of that is what I call content. And so the metaphor I have for you is to say that your professional service business is just like software. Every line you create, every line, every spreadsheet, every note you take, every page on your website is just, or even every paragraph or sentence is just like a line of code, right? And you get to evolve your business one line of code at a time, one feature at a time. See the analogy here. And if you look around how software manufacturer, software producer put their software to market, they use a now very common and almost always used model, which is called freemium. They give you the free version for you to test, to get some feedback, and to onboard you as a client, and to get you used to what the software does, and for you to judge by yourself. So the freemium model is also a way to give agency to the customer to decide on their own if they are a good fit for the product or not. So it's a way to be transparent. So that model can be applied to knowledge-based and expertise-based professional businesses. If you're a consultant, a coach, an engineer, an architect, any kind of business that relies on your thoughts, your expertise, the same model can be used. Give a little bit of free ideas as a way for people to test how you think, to test your philosophy, to test your style, your voice, how deep your thinking is going, and to let them decide if you are a good fit. So this is one of the reasons why I do this on a regular basis. In fact, the version of MetaHelm evolves literally every day. Every day I add some new ideas, new thinking, new feedback, new ahas from when I work with clients. And I decide what is it that I'm going to integrate now to the newer version of MetaHelm. Every day you have a new version. I don't label it MetaHelm version 15.5, but there's no label, but it's just in constant evolution. And I produce and I share the ideas, I share the content like this one, like in this video, so that you can have it for free. You can have my so-called secrets that are not secrets anymore because I publish everything for free, so that you can test and you can see, and so that you can decide if working with me would be something that might be of interest to you. So that's the most direct way that this analogy works. But I would go even further by saying that your sharing your ideas is part of your marketing, is how you impact more people. And if you bear with me for a minute, even if you take this more to a philosophical, to a more like mission-based kind of level, I would say that the free content that you give is how you care for the community around you. You actually impact, and that's an idea that I discovered not very long ago. The way you impact people through your marketing, through the free ideas that you give, is actually probably greater than the way you impact through your services. And here is why I say this, is because when I go, for instance, as you probably know, I use LinkedIn quite extensively to share my content, to share my ideas online. And as I go to LinkedIn, I'm always surprised to see the ratio between the number of impressions and the rather, in comparison, the rather small number of people who will like my ideas or comment or reshare my ideas. Like the proportion, the balance, it's actually very imbalanced. And I also, the second data point I have is I also hear very often, oh, I've been following your ideas on LinkedIn. I've been reading what you post, and or hey, I see you communicate quite frequently on LinkedIn. I've, for the past few years I've seen, and you're always there. And these are people that I never hear from. And why am I saying this? Why am I giving you this example? Is because I believe that my free content actually has more impact on people that don't even like my content, that don't even comment, that don't even buy my content. My work has more impact this way than even my paid services, which is something that I value, right? I make enough money to sustain myself, my family, my business with the lifestyle that I want, and the rest is more to fulfill me, to it's just I would say something that I don't expect return from. It's my way to contribute to this community, to this planet, to humanity, to the industry that I am in, to the networks that I belong to, and so on. And so that's great. Like, if you want to use this video as a way to change something on your business, to behave differently, that's what I call impact. And well, and that's great. That's wonderful. So that's what I thrive for, and that's what I look forward to. So I hope that this analogy helps you, because if software companies use this freemium model, why not using it in the professional services categories of businesses, right? Let me know. Please feel free to comment or send me your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Take care.